By my count now, we have 11 gold Skulltulas killed, so it's time to go and show you what's the point in killing them all. Gotta go in this house here, and in that house there's a family that has been cursed. They've all been turned into spiders. Here's the father, for example, and there are 5 children and the father in this house, and they all get uncursed at various points. So, for example, since we've destroyed 11 spiders, there's one of the children that's uncursed. The children's get the children, not children, stupid. They get uncursed at 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, and the father at 100. And now he's giving us some tricks to hunt for Skulltulas. Hunt them at night, look in the soft soil. That's why we're using bugs to try and dig them out. And no, that's another one of the children. The first one to be free from the curse is going to give me the adult wallet, which allows me to carry 200 rupees instead of just 99. That is just sweet. And we still got a lot of rupees left over from Dampé's minigame that I dominated at. So, okay, now that we're almost done with Kakariko. There's one little thing left, but we gotta do a quick detour through Castletown first. So I'm gonna go out of Kakariko Village, then play the Sun Song in order to turn night into day. And after that, I'm going to head to Castletown. So I'm going to play the Sun Song right here. Alright, and now we're not going to fade out and fade in because we're in an area where time passes. Ow, come on! Oh, well, guess there was no avoiding that, but besides, it's only a quarter of a heart, and unlike in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, there are very few things that actually hit for a quarter of a heart. Now, before I go and attend to the side quest, I'm just gonna try and see if I can get 2 red rupees this time around, just to show you guys that it's actually doable. So now we do that, and nope, fail, only 1, but oh well, it's still 20 more rupees than I came in with, so shouldn't complain. Anyway, we're here for the Happy Mask shop. If you remember the guard asking us for a popular mask, this is where we're going to go and buy one. Now, the shop is over there, by the way, but now this shop operates in a very peculiar way. You don't buy the mask. They lend it to you, you sell the mask, and after that, you have to pay for the mask. And you gain access to another mask, which they lend to you, and you can sell, and then you pay for that mask, and you get the next one, and so on and so forth. Anyway, right now they only got 1 mask available, but it's the Keaton mask, which just so happens to be the one that the guard wants. So we're gonna take this mask. Keaton stuff is hot, hot, hot. But anyway, masks, by the way, don't do anything if you wear them, except for, well, getting some reactions from NPCs, but they don't have the same roles they do in Majora's Mask. But anyway, I'm going to off-screen the way back to Kakariko, so I'll see you in just a second. Alright, so now that we're back in Kakariko, you want to equip the mask to one of the C buttons, then wear it, then you talk to the guard. You think you're in disguise, Mr. Hero, and now he's going to realize that this is the mask that he was after. Key something? Really? Keaton! It's not hard! Keaton! I don't know, maybe it's a joke that sounds a lot better in Japanese. Those things happen in video games sometimes. And now that I've sold him the mask, he's actually going to wear it for the rest of the game instead of giving him to his son. Anyway, we got 15 rupees for a 10 rupee mask. So now it's time to head back to the Happy Mask shop and pay 10 rupees for the mask. And I will be right back. And we're back in Castletown for the next mask, which is the Skull Mask, but first we gotta pay for the Keaton Mask, but we only have to pay 10 rupees. We made a 5 rupee profit on this. Now the Skull Mask, the guy who wants it is in the Lost Woods, but there's another thing that you want to do before selling it to that guy. But we're not even going to be tending to that yet, because there's an area that I want to visit before returning to the forest. and that is Lon Lon Ranch. You may remember that Malin and Talon that we've encountered on our first trip to the castle, they actually work at Lon Lon Ranch. Well, in Talon's case, working might be a bit of a strong word, but whatever. Lon Lon Ranch is right over there. It's right in the center of Hyrule Field. And since Hyrule Field is pretty much in the center of Hyrule, I guess Lon Lon Ranch is at the very center of Hyrule. Okay, maybe it's a little bit off to the left, but whatever. It's not like Hyrulean geography matters a great deal. We're not going to be like that NPC in Final Fantasy VI who's all happy that Jidoor is the westernmost town on the world map. Nah, we're not going to play that game. Anyway, this is Lon Lon Ranch with a vast area just for horsies! Yay! We're gonna get a horsey! No, not really. This is gonna have to wait until later. Anyway, these pots always have rupees, so I strongly recommend that you smash them whenever you're in the area. And in this stable here, this guy here is called Ingo. You know, whereas Talon was dressed like Mario, this guy's dressed as Luigi, but this guy is pure evil. He really hates his job and pretty much everything, actually. And is Nintendo trying to tell us that Luigi is evil, and that's their excuse for keeping him out of Mario 64? Well, either way, grabbing a few more rupees here because we have a little mini-game coming up, and I'm going to show you a really neat way to win at that mini-game really fast. You want to take all the cuckoos there, then chuck them into the corner. Chuck as many as you can into the corner. There are many cuckoos, so it might take a little while, but it's going to be well worth it instead of having to try the mini-game over and over and over again. Just give me a second here. Yeah, there are lots of cuckoos, and yeah, by the way, you can't take those 3 cuckoos that are just pecking at the ground just yet because they're actually part of the minigame. You see where I'm going with this? The minigame actually consists of finding those 3 cuckoos in that huge herd of normal cuckoos, so to speak. And this is why I'm chucking them all into the corner, so that when Talon throws them, that they're basically the only 3 cuckoos in the area. Oh, I didn't send them all over there, but okay, I guess it's fine. It's not. I just greatly improved my chances just by doing what I did. And I think posting a link right there is actually the best thing I could have done because I don't think the cuckoos that I herded in there can actually get out. So yeah, those 3 cuckoos are super cuckoos. Though there's nothing super about them, they just look like regular cuckoos. They're just, you know, the 3 that you gotta pick up, so I guess that makes them super? I don't know, but I'm not gonna nitpick about that. It's time for the minigame! Start looking! Anyway, the one that's the farthest away is obviously one of them. Come on, grab him! Excellent! So, okay, now we gotta find 2 more. Now the second one's gonna be one of these over there, maybe? Yep, that's the one. So the last one, I think, is one of these, maybe? No, it's not it. It's not it. Oh, and the cuckoos are breaking out. It's a jailbreak here. Uh-oh. This is not good. This is not good. Come on, maybe one of those over there, maybe? Yeah! All right. I almost failed despite using that little trick there. Well, that would have been humiliating, you know. You try to cheat at a minigame and then you lose anyway. Well, I say cheat. The game allows for it, so that's okay by my book. And how would you like to marry Malin? I'm gonna answer yes or kicks, but his answer is the same whether you answer yes or no, and it doesn't have any impact on anything else in the game. So my prize for this is not an empty bottle this time, but a bottle with Lon Lon milk. Now it's not exactly Chateau Romany, but hey, I guess milk is better than nothing. I might come in handy, at least until I find a fairy to use that bottle with. But anyway, there are 2 helpings, and they restore 5 hearts per helping. I thought it was 3, but I was probably thinking of Twilight Princess here. Anyway, let's break those pots again. And now that we got our second bottle, we're gonna head into that fenced area with all the horses to obtain another, well, not another item, but another thing that we came here for. Right here we can see Malon singing along to the music of Lon Lon Ranch. Actually, she takes over the music when you're in the fence. But anyway, heard you found like my dad. Yeah, minor chit chat here. Yeah, she's laughing because probably she saw her dad run faster than Sonic the Hedgehog on caffeine, and that was a marvelous sight. I gotta give her that. Anyway, this is our introduction to the little pony, Epona. And, yeah, she's afraid of us, but we're gonna need her help later on, so we're gonna have to tame her somehow. And how do we do that? Well, let's answer Malon's invitation to sing together and use the ocarina to play the song. Up, left, right, up, left, right. That's all there is to it. Now let's do it. Alright. You've learned Epona's song! And now that we... Oh, Kepora Gebora, way to take some of the credit when you weren't even in the area to begin with. Anyway, look at that. Now it seems like Epona's madly in love with me. Yeah, I got my own pony! No, not quite yet, because we can't ride Epona while we're young Link. Well, we can in Majora's Mask, but this isn't Majora's Mask, so we're gonna have to wait until we grow up a little to be able to ride her. Anyway, in that tree there's a gold Skulltula, which is yet another thing we came here for. And here's token number 12. And there is yet more business that needs to be attended to in Lon Lon Ranch. Now... Ah, shut up, Navi! Shut up! Wait, actually, she's sort of got a point here, at least for people who've never played this game before. Because even though the game sends you to Death Mountain over and over and over, you actually can't make progress too much there unless you meet up with Saria first. So once we get out of Lon Lon Ranch, I'm going to head back to the forest and do exactly that. But for now, you got to enter this little building at the back of the ranch there. And now we got to solve a little block puzzle, at least so that we can get to the little area in the far corner there. By the way, Epona's song has two purposes. When you're Adult Link, you can use it to summon Epona, provided that you actually got her when you play as Adult Link, or you can play Epona's song next to a cow and it's gonna make milk for you if you have an empty bottle. But enough of that. Doesn't seem to work, so I'm just gonna have to push this a little further. And okay, now we see that little entrance there, and you crawl through that, and there's a piece of heart right there. So that's what we came here for, and other than the cows, if you ever need milk, there's nothing else to do here, so we're gonna head back out. And, no, I was about to say we're done with Lon Lon Ranch, but there's still one more Skulltula. Get up! Thank you! God, I swear. Mapping a climb and push to the same button may not have been the best idea, but it's not like they could have done anything about it. Anyway, let's play the sun song so that we can go to nighttime, because there's one last thing we need to do here, and as you might have expected, that's another gold Skulltula. It's right over on that wooden area. And by the way, at night here, you gotta be careful, because there are ravens that are flying around, and they're gonna lunge at you trying to peck your eyes out, so be careful of that. And oh wow! How do you like them apples? That raven went right through me because of the text box or something. Well, anyway, that's all we needed to do here in Lon Lon Ranch. So in the next video, we're gonna head back to the forest to meet up with Saria and get some other side quests out of the way. Yep, still more side quests. Are you tired of them already? Well, get ready because there's still a whole lot of them, and we're going to continue that next time.